I could almost just rename this channel Joe Talks to You on his lunch break while wearing his comfy white sports polo. At least I hope it's white. I'm colorblind, so if it's been pink this whole time, I'm going to be awfully mad. But yeah, I have been really busy at night. Like every single night, and I'm going to be busy the next 2 nights. I'm not going to get enough sleep for the next 2 nights. Isn't that the worst? When you can just anticipate, like you already know that you're not going to be well rested for a couple of days, but you're just going to have to deal with it. Tomorrow I'm in for something pretty awful. Anyway, last night I did an improv scene because I wasn't doing a scene, but we were still playing improv games. So we were on like the dating game or the dating show, whatever, where, you know, somebody's up there who's they're seeking a new partner, and there were like 4 contestants up there. We each had to play a character, like trying to pitch ourselves to this person, and then they could decide who they wanted to date. And I took on the character of Chili the Snowman. And I made it clear that Frosty is my cousin, and it's really just because of that star power name, you know, that nepotism that even got me on the show and got me this publicity in the first place. And she asked, like, what do you like to do in your spare time? And I was like, well, you know, the great thing about me is that if you just take the hat off of me, I'll sit there completely quietly for hours, and then when you finally want my companionship, just put that silk hat back on me, and, you know, if you want to do something fun, like, I don't know, go save Christmas, just let's get it going. We'll be there and back before dinner time, as they said in the movie. She seemed really not interested, this contestant, because she was playing a character of somebody who was very excited to get active in the sheets, and the idea of saving Christmas, I guess, was not kinky enough for her. And then she asked me what I was wearing was the next question, and I was like, well, obviously, you know, silk hat, you know, I will not be alive if I'm not wearing that, wearing a plaid scarf. And then, you know, the difference between what I'm wearing and what is just a part of my body is a little bit up for debate, because my body is rather modular. And I was like, so, I mean, sometimes I'll have a carrot. I mean, if you want a cucumber, we can do a cucumber. If you want a whole zucchini. And that kind of got her excited. But then at the end of the game, she was asked to decide which of the 4 contestants she wanted. And all the other ones were a lot dirtier than my character. I had to push it a little bit with that zucchini thing. But she chose everybody but me. She was like, can I bring more than 1 contestant? My teacher said yes. And so she took everybody but Chili the Snowman. And so Chili the Snowman was just sitting there. And I was like, okay, fine. I mean, I'm going to melt pretty soon anyway under these fluorescent lights, so you couldn't take me with you anyway. But I have to admit, I legitimately got a little bit disheartened by her excluding Chili the Snowman. Because he had a good heart. He had a good heart, and, you know, he was already walking in the footsteps of his cousin, his more famous cousin. You know, he gets all the acclaim. I'm sure that she'd be willing to date Frosty the Snowman because, you know, he's famous, and people want to date famous people, even if they seem like horrible famous people. Yeah, I legitimately, and I was like, man, did I not do a good enough job of pitching Chili the Snowman? Did I fail this character? For like the rest of this whole game, I was sitting there in this weird, deep existential funk of, am I able to give life to a character that seems presentable and dateable? It was hard for me not to feel like, in some ways, the rejection of Chili the Snowman was a rejection of Joe himself. But then I brought it up, you know, after acting class, we all went out to a bar, sat around for a while, and I brought up Chili the Snowman being all alone, and a lot of my classmates were like, I felt so bad for Chili the Snowman, poor guy. And so, you know, Chili the Snowman, sometimes it's not he who succeeds, it's he who, you know, resonates in people's minds more. And I think that Chili the Snowman will be kind of an immoral character for me in this class. I mean, or maybe I'm just overthinking that, as I do. But you know what? Hey, Citizen Kane didn't win Best Picture, and now it's renowned by snobs across America as the greatest movie of all time. You know, Chili the Snowman didn't get selected, but man, when he finds his lady, when he's getting married to the next Duchess of Sussex. Maybe it could be the Duchess of the North Pole or something. Anyway, he'll be so glad that he got rejected by that way too sexual lady on that terrible TV show.